Hey beauty besties, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to review the new Tartelette, Tartelette Toasted palette. And I'm starting the intro with no makeup on because I want you to wait till the end to see what I think of this palette. So this is truly organic. The only thing I've done is open it on Instagram stories when I received it in PR. And I'm excited for this palette, to say the least. I'm a fan of Tarte palettes. I have bought a bunch of Tarte palettes on my own before, so this opinion is solely mine, even though they do send me PR. Tarte, thank you so much. So this palette is what you would expect by the name Toasted. It is a warm-based palette. So let me open it up and show it to you. It's really beautiful. It has that tortoise, is that how you say it? Type of thing on the front. It looks really pretty. Tarte usually does have a good mirror on these Tartelette palettes, and without blinding you, here are the shades. So they look mostly warm. In the camera it might look a little bit more washed out in the light, but they're super warm colors. All the names of them are like warm names, like S'more, Sunrise, Sunset, Crackle, which has some sparkles in it, Flame. So I think you get the gist of it. This will retail for, let me get the press card. Oh, the press card doesn't have the price, but I'm guessing it's their normal prices of around $30-something. I'm gonna put it right here because of course, never prepared. So it's for that price for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different shades. As I'm looking at the palette, you could definitely create tons of looks. So for all the neutral girls that really don't play with a lot of eye makeup, I feel like this really goes for you because it'll complement everyone. But what I want to do is see if the palette performs. So of course we could do swatches, and I'm just so tired of swatches. It's about how it performs on the eyes. Palettes aren't made to swatch well, they're made to perform for what they're for. So this is an eyeshadow palette. We're gonna try it out as eyeshadow. So I'm gonna create a look first, and I didn't put my base on because just in case there's tons of fallout, because I haven't tried it yet whatsoever. I haven't even swatched it with my fingers. So I'm gonna go in and create a look using as many colors as I can from the palette, kind of discuss as I'm creating the look, how I think, and show you guys how it's blending, and take it from there. And at the end, I'll swatch all the colors in case I didn't get to use them, and evaluate what I think and let you know if I approve of it. Yeah, so if you wanna know about the new Tartelette Toasted palette, then please keep watching. Okay, so I zoomed you in, and I've only done my brows, but I'm gonna go ahead and clip my hair back too. Going in, I'm gonna prime my lid using my favorite primer. This is Smashbox Lid Primer in Light. So the palette does have a cream base right here. It's a matte cream shade, and this is called Sunrise. I'm gonna set my primer with that color. There's actually a little bit of sheen in this color as I'm applying it. So what I did was take that shadow and go over my primer to make sure that the lid is smooth. That way all the other colors I want to use kind of blend right on top. It looks kind of matte in the pan, and then as you blend it out, there's a little bit of sheen, but it's so delicate that it actually is not bad whatsoever. It's like nice and velvety and gives your eye like a really pretty glow rather than having a shimmer shade. So far that was really cool. Now I'm taking a MAC 217 into the color Warmth, and this is a matte kind of rust orange color, and I'm gonna put that right into the crease. There is some fallout I just want to show you, but it's not extreme, and it is pigmented, and once you put it onto your lid and you're blending, the fallout is not falling onto my cheek. So they'll be kicked back on the palette, but not on your face. So that's really cool. I actually could have done, so far I could have done my base first, but let's just keep going. I'm gonna go back into my blending brush and tap right into Cashmere right here, this light peachy shade, and blend out my edges. I'm gonna take Cozy with a more flat eyeshadow brush and pack that all over the lid. With the type of brush I used in using Cozy on the lid, it does pack on really pigmented, but I did notice some fallout right here. It might be because I'm using a stiff brush. Sometimes it depends on the type of brush that you're using, but their fallout is fallout. So it fell on my cheek, but there's less kickback on the actual palette with that deeper shade. I'm trying to pack it onto the lid just to get it really deep on the center of the lid. And the shadows definitely are buildable and blendable. I'm gonna go in with another flat shader brush and use the color Flame, which is a shimmer shade, a burgundy shimmer shade, and I'm gonna pack that over where I put Cozy all over the lid, kind of on the outer corner side. I feel like it might be needing a little spritz, so let me spray this and try again. Yeah, it's much better when you wet your brush first. But I see the little pop right here. That looks really pretty. I want to add a little smokiness to it, so I'm going to take a pencil brush into Fireside, which to me looks like a super deep matte brown, and I'm hoping that it layers on top that way. And I'm keeping that in the outer V in the crease. So far there's kickback and a lot more fallout than the other shades when I'm using it, but again, it could be that because it's on a pencil brush, but I'm packing it into the outer corner still, and then I'm gonna see how it blends out. Okay, even though you're seeing tons of fallout, it blended out so nice. So once it's cleaned up, I feel like it will look so much better. I can see in the viewfinder that it's pulling very red and orange. In person it is too. It is super warm, very much so on the orange side, but this matte brown in the pan, it doesn't do it credit. Does that make sense? It doesn't do it justice. Once you blend it out, it looks really good. Like, it's so soft and smooth. I thought it was gonna be shit, to be honest, because in the pan it looks kind of dull and like lackluster, but once you blend it out, it's a beautiful brown smoky shade. I just want to show you the amount of kickback there is here on the palette. I'm just talking so stupid today. But I'm going to take a pencil brush and go right into Candle and pop that on the inner corners. Candle is really, really pretty. I cleaned up the fallout. I love how it looks. I'm gonna go in, finish up my face, pop on some lashes, and then give you my full opinion on this palette and if you should purchase it or not, and if it's worth the money. Okay guys, I finished my entire face. So here's the look with the full complexion done. And I have to say, I love the palette. So I didn't get to use every single color, but I used quite a few. And I didn't blow it or dust it off, so that way you can have a peek of the type of kickback it left. And like I said in the beginning, I personally feel like swatches just ain't shit. Like, it's supposed to be performed on the eyelid, and sure, I could swatch something now, but it's really gonna make a difference when you're blending it into your eye and using it as a makeup look rather than just swatches on your arm. All in all, I love this palette. So if you're a fan of the Tartelette palettes, if you're a fan of warm colors or needed something for your kid, or you like neutrals, I feel like this is definitely a staple palette just because there's so many beautiful warm shades in it. There's glitter shades, shimmer shades. Let me just break it down quickly. There's 6 matte shades and 5 shimmer to glitter shades, and I feel like that's a great variety. The mirror is really great. So all in all, I like it. I kind of thought I would because I love the Tartelette and Bloom palettes. I have them, purchased them myself, and I was so excited when I saw this was coming out. So for me, this is definitely a hit, and I'll probably be using it quite a bit and rely on it as in like a travel palette, but I also love warm shades. Like this look that I created here, I personally love to use warm shades. Warm shades are a go-to for me, so I kind of knew I would love this, but overall I do recommend it to you guys, especially for the holiday season. If you want to purchase somebody a gift, I would go with this because it's a great value and a beautiful palette, and I'm glad I got to review it for you guys. Let me know what you think down below, if this is something that you would purchase, if you like this eye makeup look, and whatever other type of questions you have for me. I hope this review helped. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and I also do have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. They're all just like you see it spelled here, Tina K Pro MUA. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.